Hi, 5th grade. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope that you listened to the devotional. If you haven't, well, now would be the time to stop this video, listen to it, and then get back here and hit play. But if you already did that, then you can go ahead and continue watching this video. I hope you're ready for our class today. If you're not, well, I'm sorry. It is what it is. But listen, kids, this is almost over. Before you know it, this will be over. Class, at least. I don't know about the quarantine. I wish I could say that tomorrow it'll be over, but I'm not a magician. I don't know. All right? We just have to keep on praying and asking the good Lord to stop this. He's the only one that can do it. All right, so let's start with our class. We already finished working with the chapter on Thursday. Like I mentioned last week, on Thursday you have your test. The 30th, this Thursday, April 30th, you have your test of this chapter. So what are we going to be doing today is we're going to practice everything with the review at the end of each chapter. As you already know, there is one at the end of all the chapters. So grab your book, because that's what we're going to be working with the book. So I'll tell you which page in just a second. All right, so page 192, page 193, that's where we're going to be practicing today for our test. All right, so if you're ready, we can start. If not, well, it's time you do. Get ready. All right, let's start. We have part number 1 we're not going to do because it's not really coming on your test. So part number 2 says complete the table by writing 5 words with each of the suffixes. If you don't remember what the suffixes are, I'm not even going to ask. The suffixes can be found in our book on page 182. Page 182 of the book. And a suffix is a letter or a group of letters that you add at the end of a word, and it changes the word. So you can make up new words, new types of words, and their meaning changes as well. There are different, for example, glad. I can add "ly" at the end, and I have gladly. Okay. You have a list of suffixes in page 182, and their meaning. Why their meaning? Because it helps you to know how to use them. Okay. And it helps to know the meaning of a word or kind of figure it out. So you have suffixes like "ly," "less," "full," "ness," "ed," "ing," "s," "er." So you have on number 2 to complete the table by writing 5 words with each of the suffixes. Tienes que completar la tabla con 5 sufijos. Perdón, con 5 palabras con los 4 sufijos que tiene ahí. You have less, ness, ly, full. Okay. So, con esos 4 sufijos tienes que completar la tabla escribiendo diferentes palabras con esos sufijos. Puedes buscar en la internet con supervisión de quien te esté ayudando. Puedes buscar en el libro, en el cuaderno, por si hay algo ahí que te pueda ayudar, posiblemente. I'm going to give you some examples. For example, in less, you can put helpless, que no tiene ayuda. In ness, you can put kindness or fitness. In ly, you can say badly, beautifully, accidentally. In full, you have painful, helpful, colorful, and so on. Okay, but that's on your own. I gave you some that you can use. All right. So find those and then write them down, and I'll check them when you send me pictures of your work. All right. Now part 3. All right. So part 3 says circle a verb in each sentence. What are the verbs? Well, if you don't remember, but please, I hope you do, because this is very elemental. The verbs are action words. And we talked about the verbs on pages 184, 185, 186. All right. Now the verbs are words that refer to the action that the subject is doing, like play, talk, sit, eat, run, and so on and so forth. So we're going to circle those here. The other thing I have to remember is that we worked with linking verbs. Linking verbs are, which really, these ones that we're going to be circling are more linking verbs than anything else. And linking verbs were verbs that connect the subject of the sentence to a word or a group of words that describe it, that describe the subject. So a linking verb, remember I presented it to you as a bridge, okay? So los linking verbs son verbos que unen. Si se acuerdan, yo les envié una gráfica en que es como si fuera un puente que une el sujeto de la oración con una, como dice en el libro, con una palabra o unas palabras que lo describen, que describen al sujeto. So, tú vendrías teniendo el sujeto a un lado, la información acerca del sujeto al otro lado, y lo que te queda en el medio es el linking verb o el verbo de enlace o el verbo que une. ¿Ok? Esta información del sujeto puede ser un adjetivo, o sea, una descripción. Puede ser un sustantivo, un noun. Puede ser otro tipo de complemento. En la gráfica que yo les preparé, que les envié del puente, yo les puse como un adjetivo. Porque casi siempre estas tareas que nosotros estamos trabajando aquí, la mayoría se enfoca en un adjetivo. Pero puede ser adjetivo, no te dejes llevar por eso. Puede ser adjetivo, puede ser sustantivo, un noun o cualquier otro tipo de información acerca del sujeto. ¿Okay? Recuerda que lo que te queda entre medio del sujeto y de esa otra información vendría siendo el linking verb. And that's precisely what we're going to circle in part number 3. We're going to circle the verbs in each sentence. Vamos a circular los verbos en cada oración. So, with that in mind, letter A says, the car was broken. The car was broken. What's the verb? That's pretty easy. Was. Was is the verb. Letter B. Those flowers smell like they have just been picked. Careful with this one. Those flowers smell like they have just been picked. Remember, you have the subject. On the other side, you have information about the subject. What you have in the middle is your verb or your linking verb. So your subject is those flowers, esas flores. What's the information on those flowers? That they smell like they could have just been picked. Like they have just been picked. So out of all those words, what's the verb? Smell. A linking verb can also be related to taste, smell, to your senses, like see, smell, taste, hear or listening, or feeling or becoming. Okay. Letter C. The weather became cold. The weather became cold. So your subject is the weather. What happened with the weather? Became cold. Now, which one of those two words is your verb? Is it became or cold? Cold is an adjective. So became would be your verb. Circle became. Letter D. Everyone at the finish line was thrilled. Everyone at the finish line was thrilled. Was. We already had letter A, was. So letter D is was. Circle was. Letter E. Jackson took on a great challenge and succeeded. Jackson took on a great challenge and succeeded. What's your verb? Took. Tomó un gran reto. y venció. O tuvo éxito. All right, letter F. The streets were deserted when the team arrived. The streets were deserted when the team arrived. What is your verb? It's not deserted. Or arrived. No. Were. All right, letter G. Crocker was an excellent mechanic. Crocker was an excellent mechanic. Was, right? Very easy. And letter H. Jackson's wife was happy to see him. Jackson's wife was happy to see him. Was. Happy, watch it. Happy is a description, is an adjective. So again, you have adjective, you have the subject, which is Jackson's wife, and what do you have in the middle? Was. That is your verb.